Uh, what's up, Gungi? How are you, bud? You're having a good day? Mm. What's up, Big Show? What's up, Antonio? Soccer football? How you guys all doing today? Happy Tuesday. Was okay? A lot of work? What do you do for work, Gungi? A lot of work is a lot of work. What do you do for work? I don't actually know. I feel like I should know. Maybe you've told me. I have a bad memory, Gungi. Hey, Northern Mouth. What's up? What's up, Robbie Hart? Hey, Derek. Restate. What's up? No, no giveaway. You work for Apple? Oh, right on, Gungi. What's up, Zig? How you doing? Concert was awesome. Yeah, Mrs. Merrick's and I went and saw Toad the Wet Sprocket. It was really fun. What's up, Wilpus? It was really fun. They put on a good show, did a lot of songs. Smaller venue, so that was fun. I'm doing pretty well as can be expected. What's up, Harvey? How are you, sir? Hey, Zandel. What's going on? What do you mean is audio not working? Pretty sure audio's working. Grumble, grumble? What are you grumbling about, Zandel? You guys can hear me, right? Yes, no, maybe? Question mark? Yeah, you can. Okay. Raising Aussie for tours? I don't have a 6-star Aussie yet, so. What's up, Timmy? Timmy! How are you? Timmy? Timmy. Jimmy, Jimmy, Tim. Ew. Yeah. Yep, yep. You got audio now? Cool. Cool beans. So anything exciting happening for you guys? Anything of note? What's up, Lurchy? How are you? Oh, Professor, I think I can handle clicking a button. How are you, bro? You got giveaways later today? Post it and I can pin it. You're doing okie dokie? Right on, Lurchy. What do you think of Clubber Lang to 6-star bronze or Batista Powerhouse? Clubber over Batista Powerhouse. Right on, Professor. Give me 10 and I'll make a post. Cool. Hey, Spider Guard, how are you, bud? Clubber all the way. To me, that one's not close, so. Ba-da-ba-ba. What do you guys, how do I want to do this? What's up, Chris? My chase for Cody, I want to say I'm about 1,300 shards away. Let me look on my phone. And I will tell you for certain. Log in. Bitty bitty bop. What's up, Noah? Yeah, Clover in general is more useful, especially at 6-star bronze. You got an MP steel build, you got a sub build you can do. Definitely Clover. Yeah. It's a better trainer. Although he doesn't need 6-star for his training ability. I'm going to try a couple different things. Obviously, Jade Cargo Plate would work great with this moveset. But also, I want to chuck some Yeller gems and see if we can't get lucky. This isn't my inventory. I'm on the Twitch account right now. This is off every character 6-star gold. But if they were in there before the automatic open, then they don't open unless you open them. So these were things all in there before automatic open hit, and there's really no reason for any of us to bother opening it when we're using the big boy account. Let me check on Cody. I forget who asked how close I was already. But you did ask. I'm scrolling on my phone to the bottom here, and I are at... It's so hard for me to see shards with my little eyes. 3,607. I need 1,393 more shards. No comment, Sensei. We're not on my channel. Let's try this again without the crash this time, hopefully. Naka! So there's like a couple different plates. I want to try chucking some yellow gems, though, off of this, since there's a row of multiplies that get left, and see what potentially happens. Although... Oh! What are we talking about, Chris? How's your chase? Oh, on Cody? Yeah. It's super good. That tricolor build. Super, super good. It doesn't need, you know... Equipped. Okay. Bruh. This is a new one. Whatever. Maybe it's on, maybe it's not. Who knows? Who can tell? Oh, let's just go with green. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, Cody's great that way, Chris. Post 99 MP. Doesn't need... I mean, I guess he needs Roxanne, which is rare. And a Titan Plate, which is not rare. Super good build. Super easy to run. Really a big fan of that one. I think it makes him the best feuding powerhouse, personally. Okay. No idea if that plate is on or not. We're gonna find out. It says equipped when we try. This would be feud ready for Nakamura. Which freebies are there, Noah? Define what's freebies to you. And I will attempt to answer your question. Easily gonna get 4 black gems, so we're gonna find out. Okay, so the plate is not equipped. And that's 45 milli with 2 clicks. Which is pretty good. That is 100% strap, though. So, again, if you just remind me which ones are in the new format, that would help, Noah. I'm assuming you mean, like, Brutus, and then who else? Who is new? Maurice. Hasn't there only been 2 months with the new format? So do you just mean Brutus and Maurice, then? Like, I think we've only had the new format 2 months? Or is this 3? And then who's the other one? Andrade? Well, Andrade sucks. Like really bad at gold, I think. Maurice is actually pretty much all levels on Andrade. He's really clunky. I'm not a fan at all. And his gear is completely useless. Maurice's gear is mostly useless, and she's good up until 6-star bronze. And then Brutus with his gear is by far the best. It's not that close. Without his gear, Erg. Yeah, no. I guess Brutus with gear is the best of them, but how would I rate them is trainers. And Maurice is a good, really good one. So Andrade's just terrible. Like, not good. You're way better off using Akam or Mosh. Way, way better off. So I see no reason to build Andrade unless you want his trainer. Personally. But yeah, none of them are like. Brutus is the most usable, but it takes his gear. Yeah, but none of them are like, you know, good. I guess. Let's see if it'll let me put that plate on. It's the only way we can break more multiplies is with a plate like that. Yeah, I don't use botch builds either. Okay. Bruh. What in the bloody blue blazes? Well, let's try this then. Okay. Now are you going to say equipped when I try? Okay, whatever. Weird glitch. I hope it doesn't happen on anyone's regular account. So this plate's only useful if there's 4 black gems on the bottom, though. So it's completely useless right now. And this one definitely has more loot boxes. So I'm probably closer to 40 mil. Indeed, 40 mil. So the 2-click factor is quite nice, though. It's really fast. He's like a worse Showboat Charlotte. A better Demon Balor. Here we go. What's up? What's up, McMenemy? How are you, bud? Let's see if we can get any extra yellow multiplies. Every one would be pretty big, so let's see what happens. Yeah, that's a big no. That plate seems like a total waste. Not gonna do anything, so you'd go with the Jade Cargill plate. What's up, Phenom? Because the odds of it hitting are just way too slim. It's way too restrictive, so I'm gonna say no on that plate. I mean, if you get lucky, cool. Not much, Jason. Just seeing, you know, if we can get him closer to like 50 mil. He's super fast, though. Super duper fast. Merrick's proof. Definitely will recycle. That you're gonna have 1 green gem down there. What was I gonna change? Oh yeah, the plate. To the jade plate. What's up, Risto? Thanks, man. Everyone needs to hear they're awesome once in a while. I appreciate that, Risto. You're awesome too. Dude, that's awesome, Jason. That is awesome, dude. He is really freaking good. Really, really good. Oh, this is a horrendous board. It is gross. Okay, so it's probably gonna top out around 45 to 50. It could maybe hit 50 in Feud. Taxes definitely are not awesome. Could maybe hit 50 in Feud 2-click, depending, you know, on the. But it's you're at the mercy of the board, but it's really quick. So the only other question I have is there anything else that he could potentially do? In particular, I would look at the multis with the choose. The move charge is really high though, so I don't think it's workable because the multiplies is 8 MP, and there's no way. There is a way. Maybe. No? Let me think about this for a second. So that would be... There's not a way. Not and reload the yellow as well. Too bad. This would need to be 7 MP. 6 MP. 7 with middle lane. He'd be crazy on a top row. What's up, SMG? Thanks for stopping in, man. You got 69 posts from Bag yesterday? Only got one new. A Showboat Miz, pretty awful. I mean, that's kind of normal with polls, in my opinion. That sucks, though. I'm assuming since you got Showboat Miz and he was new, that there would have been a ton of new options. So that really, really sucks. At least it was free. Indeed, McMenemy. Indeed. I don't see a good path with the trainers we have to that. So yeah, I think you're stuck with 2-click. Nice, Venom Spider-Man. I think you're stuck with 2-click, and that's where you're top out at. I don't really see another way of adding damage. But pretty solid. Pretty solid. What do you guys think? You think that's pretty good? Not good? Solid? I mean, Showboat's loaded, so... What's the thoughts? Yes, no, not really interesting. Dude! That's awesome, Phenon Gaming. Very cool. I kind of thought there'd be a little bit more there, to be honest. Maybe something else exciting, but I don't really think there's really much for options with the multiply move. I think that's it. Nothing else is gonna, you know. Yeah, I think that's it. There's a bug sometimes people get with that. I can't remember what the fix is. It's something to do with the shard conversion thing. Shoot. Ask someone will remember. I don't remember. I've literally answered this question a few times how to help people. No, not in B turn 1. Multiple times, and I can never remember how. There you go, that's it. You have to manually select the shards. Thank you. I knew it was something with the shards. So yeah, after my stream, Professor's got a giveaway. Assuming I go till 5, which I may or may not be able to. My mother-in-law fell a while back, and she has a shattered humerus. So if she needs help or I need to help move her, you know, then I will have to go do that. It's happened to other people, yeah, JD Silva. Never happened to me, but I think I usually manually select the shards because I very much want to use specific shards. I think I always manually select the shards, to be honest. Giveaways to be determined? Gotcha, Professor. Not for free. No, they can't and won't. You can buy more, though. There's going to be plenty for sale and in bonus milestones. So there won't be any more than the 250 the blog says unless you pony up some dough. So if you want more Santa tokens, expect to spend for them. I'm good, Sean. I'm really good. Ish. Yeah, good-ish. Good-ish. Really good's not true. That was a lie, but I'm good. Definitely not really good. Man, too bad there isn't a way to get more yellows at 3.22 million. You know what I mean? And even the greens with the jade plate are 3.14. They're all very, very good. But this is a great example. He's destroying 21, 21 gems at 13 strength. That's 273 gems. But because it's not a specific color, you can't get it high enough. That's why, like, typically you want to be for primary color with, like, depending on what boost you can get, 250 and up to get into that, like, 50, 60 mil range. So he's doing 273. No. You can't. You can, there's no choose blue. The blue is choose yellow. And you cannot load the green with this and get this reloaded again. I mean, that's not technically true. You could do, it's 7 charge, so you could set up a 5 match and a 3 swipe, but that's not happening, man. Like, it's not. And then get back to the choose, but at that point, you've lost all of your multiply buffs, and whatnot from your plates. It's just not, that's not realistic. That's a lot of effort to do not good damage. He would look amazing, though, with a tour build, right? If you wanted to play him with a tour build, you could just throw Sherry on instead. These would be times 17, and boy, he'd look really good. If they ever accidentally give him a moment, that would be pretty fantastic, too. It just all comes down to what's on the board for you. Either way, we get 2 green here, 2 green here, so 6 of this, half of this, the other. So yeah, 45 mil, so by the time you get like a feud buff and stuff, you're probably looking around 50 mil. Maybe when yellows and greens are buffed, that goes up to like 60. Top lane, it would be redonkulous, because then you could put Sherry on, for sure. So I think it definitely has options, but keep in mind you would need 1000% full stars, max levels, 100% strap, and both the plates. I mean, that's like bare minimum is like the best that you can, you know what I mean? So also if they ever do a green multiply guy here, that would be big. But yeah. So like a Lex is blue 2-in-1, there's no green one. That would help, certainly. It gives you +1 more on the multiplies. Also, a ton of people don't have Mem Rock. But for this one, Brett would be really good as well, because he does 2 colors and multiplies. And Gunther would also be good with the blues in the multiplies. 90% on the blues. Brett would give you 75 on greens and blues. So let's check with Brett. Actually, Brett's a super good trainer. And he gets people like really hating on him offensively. He's got a couple decent hits. He can hit 50 mil turn 1 post 99 MP, maybe 55. So he's not terrible. He just isn't quite hit that 60 mil. Oh, it's even better. Brett's green and yellow. Brett's perfect. Green and yellow. I said it wrong. Sweet, JD. What do you mean by base bump up, Timmy? No, not for shards. The club thing doesn't give you extra shards. The Champions Club, you're getting a full character or you're doing a fuse, one or the other. I personally don't do the Champions Club. I think both of the Champions chat guys do it. I'm pretty sure Professor doesn't do it. Don't know about the other CCs. Zoro I know does it. Don't know if Benny does it or not, or Davey, or Goldie. Am I forgetting anyone? Oh, or DJ. I'm sure DJ doesn't actually. Yeah, Roxanne's a pretty good price now. Isn't she like 250k, JD? Something like that. I want to say 250k. Is that right now? So Roxanne's a decent price. I don't know if Goldie does or not. 200K for Roxanne. Yeah, Roxanne is a dual trainer, so that would be one of the first ones I would go for at 200K, because the dual MP trainers are fantastic. So it definitely has way better value now. Now I'm actually considering it. I would have never done it before, but the prices were way too high in my opinion. But they lowered them and made it much more interesting. So I'm debating it, but yeah, the dual MP are the ones you should go for specifically first, in my opinion. They open up so many doors. And then Sherry's the other one. I don't know how much Sherry is for multiplies. She's used all the time. Really, if I was gonna make a list of the trainers I use the most, probably, it would be, or are the most important, besides the regular MP, 4 MP guys, the most important ones, in my opinion, would be the dual 4 MPs. 17K Santa, NWO Hogan for the 2 matchy match, Sherry for the ×4 multiplies, and then probably Memrock and Gunther. And New Brett is going to be up there too. Because, so the thing is, right now in the game, most of the really top end posters are multiplier buff. And the great thing about Brett is he hits 35% on 2 colors, plus he also buffs multiply. So, like, Brett is stupid underrated in my opinion. Yellow and green are both 35%, and then it's also 35% to multiply. So, really underrated. Zombie Gunther's ridiculously insane as a coach, and then so is Memrock is just really, really useful. Those 3 are huge. Yeah, Mello is expensive on prize walls. I would tell everybody, though, Mello and Braun, and in particular, I use way more often than Roxanne, but still Roxanne is super useful. Gives you the option to load 10 MP green moves turn 1, which is outstanding, on top of any combos that use red and green, like New Cody, for example. No, Chris, tried him out. Want to say he was 40 to 45 mil at Striker. I tried him out. I can't remember, is my stream or this one? It's like 40 to 45 mil at gold is what it would have been. Just a little bit short on the Striker end. And there's so many good options at Striker. It's hard to go with that. You know, hard to say, yeah, take up Drew. I mean, like, I think Seth blows him away, for example. That's awesome, Brother Ray. Yeah, super useful. Like, ETV Seth blows him away. Rocker's better. If you guys didn't see the video I posted today, Rocker is super good. Without needing Sherry. So he can do 60 million, turn 1, no Sherry, 50% strap. Does need the Jade Plate, but a lot of people recently came into that. If they were in a decent faction, they got it for free. If they were smart, that's what they picked. So, what's that, Derek? You're saying move damage, percentage, gem damage, percentage, gem generate. What are we talking about? Z-Liv is good for Vader. Yeah, she's a black percentage, very useful. Striker Drew, I want to be good, Chris. He just isn't quite there. What's my pick for Jade Plate, Zandel? I don't know what. Oh, Jade Cargill Plate? So, on Jade Cargill, it's amazing. My pick for it, though, is Showboat Charlotte. By far. So, I mean, she's my favorite lady. Showboat Charlotte with a 60% strap in all of her gears. Easily my favorite lady. And anything that makes her even a little bit better, yeah, I'm all about that. Mine is gold. This is not mine, but mine is gold. Has all the gears. Took me like 3 months, is all, to get, for those people that say it's too hard to get the gears. Nah, Only took like 3 months. And I still bought the gold token every day in the prize wall, the gold IOW token. Aussie Showdown does. Well, if you get a leaderboard. It doesn't take years. Her gear literally takes 3 months. I don't know where this thing that her gear takes years to get comes from. I had no Charlotte gears, and I got them all within 3 months. Just from doing my faction quests. The bag claims every day and stuff, it literally only took 3 months. So, I don't know who's saying, if you're lazy, sure, it'll take you a year, but it's free. Literally, you can get them in 3 months. Like, this is actually the same setup I used on Charlotte, with a 60% strap instead. And I'm lazy, so I literally, because I don't want to have to use Santa anywhere, I literally use bronze, so I don't use Santa. Because I don't like using 17k Santa unless I have to, so I like keeping him open. And no more Gunther. Brett is going to be better as well, too. And I just got his training maxed up. Brett is way better for her. Because of the yellows and greens, and what plates are she using? Nightmare and Cargill. So, yeah, everything's coming up, Charlotte. Better than Jade? So, Zandel, that depends on what you define as better. To me, yeah, hands down. Jade can hit harder. She has a cascade risk, and you have to click. Charlotte is way faster and incredibly safe. Does 55 to 60 in Feud with 2 clicks. I would not go with Showboat Cena on trainer at all. Nope. 1 multiply is way stronger than 40% yellow. The 1 multiply affects every multiply gem you destroy. Much, much stronger. This is effectively 100%. Because it's an extra gem. So it's effectively the same as 100% yellow on a yellow. So Cena's 40% yellow on only a yellow. This is 100% on every single gem. So it's like way, way better than Cena. Might take longer if you look at the No, it doesn't take long. It rotates every day. No problem, Harvey. It rotates every day, the store. So, like, I think after I got, like, I was watching it the whole time, and I think it took me, like, 4 days for the last gear to show up that I needed after I had enough coins, maybe 3 days. And that was pretty consistent with the rotation. It's just in the shop. There's always one right here. Always one in the faction store shop, one of the 3. And it rotates every single day. Yeah, so do keep in mind, though, she needs a decent strap, and you're going to want the Nightmare plate, and you definitely want Sherry. Nice, Noah. So she's just really fast and super easy to play. Really, really good. So, she's my favorite lady to use just because it's so quick, and it's completely mindless, you know? So I personally love her. She hits just hard enough in Feud for me to get done what I need to get done. But I'd love to get 100% strap for her, but you know. Yeah, Sensei, you can still run it. It's not quite as good. And you can also run it almost as effectively with only 1 gear. This is the other thing too. It's almost as good with only 1 gear. So you only bought gold token. I don't. Yes, Zandel. I only bought gold token, and then the gear stuff, and it took me 3 months. So the other thing, though, is with 1 gear, you only lose 1 strength on the multiply. It's not the end of the world. You just use Kofi instead of Braun. You keep the same setup. You drop Kofi in. Miss Lyons is not good at gold. Really. Unless you're using the subset, then she's okay. Not on my list today, but could potentially do that. The move damage doesn't scale up, so you're stuck using the triple black at gold. Sadly, she at silver, I really liked her. She's one of my favorites. If you like the sub builds, she's okay. Venom Spider-Man. If you like them, she's actually pretty solid. I struggle. I can't use them. You know what I mean? Like I'm one of those. So like, I'm super. What's the word? Biased against sub builds because stuff goes wrong for me way too often to ever consider using them in Feud. So I automatically reject them out of hand because I'm not. The risk does never benefit the reward for me ever. But there's a lot of people that don't feel that way. So if you're one of those people that is okay with sub builds, triple black, she's probably your best tech not named Charlotte. You know? Where are you at, Kofi? It's either her or Bodacious Becky, and I liked Nikita over Bodacious Becky, to be honest. But that was a preference thing. So yeah, you can also Zandel with one gear, just run this, because the last gear is just MP that you're getting, and the second gear is yellow gem damage. It doesn't make that much against it. Yeah, and there's more and more superstars all the time. The other thing, too, when you have all the gears, if you use Kofi, so, like, the other thing that doesn't get mentioned, too, if you don't have Sherry and you don't have the plates, you can do this with Charlotte on turn 1. You just run Kofi, right? And then sub on turn 1. So if you didn't have a Nightmare plate, you could use a Rhonda's Jacket. Instead, start with the sub, use Kofi, you know what I mean, when you had all the gears, because I think the gear adds enough to load. I'm assuming we don't have tour perks on this account right now still. Hopefully not. We don't. Right? We do. Lame. Okay. You'd have to use Kofi and then Braun at that point. So, not as good, but if you don't have Sherry, that doesn't matter. Anyway, with Kofi, it's almost as good. It's 40 mil instead. So you can start using her with one gear, Zandel. Is your sub loaded? Showboat Butch and Lawler. You don't need 20. Wait, 20. What? 2. 2. Striker Andre. Oh, tours. Okay, that's where I'm confused. Showboat Lawler. No, if you have Striker Goldberg, he's the best for that build. Yeah, yeah, no, you can do anything that gives you MP. 100%, that gives you the yellow MP. So Cena would be good in that case? Yeah, absolutely. The other thing you can do... No new blog today. I do have the boss CSS, though. Yep. So it just really depends on what really you want to do, but Goldberg on the jug, I'd say that's the way to go. That's how I would run it, for sure, with Ray, to choose more greens. Because that's the build that hits hard with Gunther. But I would tell you, in general, if you didn't already have him built, that, like, Cody and Miz definitely exceed Gunther. But if you pulled him at gold, yes, that's exactly the way I'd run it. What you're talking about. I don't think you can really do a lot better with that build set, and it definitely doesn't need, like, a crazy multiply trainer, because you need to get, it's somewhat difficult to get loaded. So you got to use the dual MPs, 2 MP trainers. I mean, yeah, all heart plate. Yep, that's gonna be your maximum. Jade plate. Here for the knockup build. I can run it again. It's quick. I should record it too, to be honest. Yeah, no problem, Superfly. Let me record it too. So there's no really room for error in the Naka build. It is what it is. It's borderline, right? And I think like there's not really much room for error. You go with a 50% strap, it's certainly going to be much less successful. If you don't have Mem Rock, it'll be less successful. But you could use Brett. So we'll use Brett because Mem Rock is super rare. What's no, McManamy? What are we saying no about? No, oh, you're saying no to L-Boy. Yeah, what McManamy said, the answer is no. The answer do be no. Yeah, no problem. So let's say you don't have him. He really is. So McDuck, he's very fast, actually. I think in, like, so top line, like, I think he would be one of those people, like, people are like, holy crap, this is just 2-click wins. Like, literally top line, somebody like you, yourself, who has a fair amount of top lines, I would consider this, actually. Just because, like, you'd put Sherry on in that build. Not that you would need it with the 100% either, probably, but holy smokies, you know? What am I looking for? I'm looking for Brett. I could show you what a top line in Feud would look like, basically, sans the 100% gem damage, but... Let's try it with Brett. Fair enough, McMenemy. What? Superfly? I need to understand. Can you ask that question again? So you want to get your greens and yellows in this scenario. We don't have very many. But we only have one of those. It's 42 mil. This is a little bit better with Mem Rock. Does about 45. But you definitely... I think in Feud with the right buff, you get 50, 55. If you had max steps, maybe probably 55 with max steps. And top lane, you'd go off for sure. What? Why did he get hurt? I don't know. Hit too hard? Yeah, do you have Brett? Do you have Z Gunther? Because that was with Brett. No and no. Apparently no. Probably yellow then, I would say, with the yellow, ideally yellow and green. Miz is only 15% to all of the gems. Z-Taker's not really going to help. He's 5%. I would say that's tough. Probably Miz. Showboat Miz, would be your next best option. Hey, Shiki, how are you, bud? This is much better in general. Lots of yellows. What's up, Corey? This is a way better board. This is finally a decent one. That's 52 mil. Oh, be quiet, McMenemy. That's crazy, New Age. Congratulations, man. That's wild. So that was 52 mil. I think Naka's playable this way. For sure. And if you wanted to, like, see what he would do top line, you want the... So that was perfect because we had blues, we had yellows, and we had greens. Literally all three colors we were buffing were most of what we destroyed. So that's perfect. If you had a top line, then you just put... If you have the top line and Sherry, you throw Sherry on here, and he's 2-click, game over, you know? Honestly, I think he's worth bringing up. If you got the right stuff. Also, there's been lots of multiply bonuses in Feud. This is kind of wild. $65 million 2-clicks. I think, like, well, so if you're gonna run it top line, you don't really need much because you also get 100% gem buff. Top line, he'd probably 2-click 70 million. So he's probably one of the better top line options, to be honest. If you had a top lane in Feud, but the right stuff would be 100% strap, Nightmare and Jade Plate. After that, you can get away with lots of stuff. So if we ever get a 2 green MP, 1 multiply, that would be the best trainer. Otherwise, 2 green MP is fine. Steiner doesn't really give us a lot, to be honest. Just a little bit on green gems when they're there. And then Memrock, or Memrock would be probably choice 1, Brett would be choice 2, Gunther would be choice 3. Any of those. And it's just these 2 moves. Boom, boom. Click, 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 click. Very fast, very efficient. Tech Rock's purple. Pretty sure. Pretty sure Tech Rock is purple. 100% on Nightmare Plate to yellows. After multiply gems, and 100% on greens from the Jade Plate. Yep, Tech Rock is purple. Nice, New Age. Nightmare Plate. 100% yellow gems. Jade Plate. 10 multiplies, 100% green gems. Yeah, Nightmare is only really... So, Swaggy. It's okay, Restate. I've done that a bunch of times myself. Because I can't ever remember if he's purple or green. Restate, you could also use any of these. You could use a tiara and it'd buff the black gems a little bit extra. You could also use Pyro Princess, and it would buff blue gems a little bit more. So, you know, and then it's just, those would help. It's random luck of the draw, basically. But yeah. He's really good for this, like 2-click, so. But I think this is his optimal plate setup for sure. And then, actually, let's look. I don't know, it's too hard to tell. But, let me save this. He's a sub guy at gold. So he doesn't to me. That's the truth. For me. But I could try and rank them if I'm going to take subs into account. Um, yeah, I do. I don't even know if I like those ones, New Age. So the McKaiser with the drip plate, triple black, probably the best tech in the game still. If you're willing to burn a prop, Julius. There's an outside chance. Actually, I think there's still a chance Julius can two-click 60 mil in Feud if you have 100% strap and you have the Bubba's Glasses Ultimate plate um, with like tippy top trainers. There's a chance he could two-click for 60 mil, 55 to 60. So Julius would certainly be up there because that's super fast. Even if you can't, he still hits really hard. Dusty can hit super duper hard. Cody can hit really hard. Miz can hit really hard. None of them need a sub. And then Razor's ridiculous. Razor is my favorite right now. CM Punk also doesn't need a sub. Broken hits 100 million with CM Punk. Some cascade risk and some clicks, but not a sub. So Broken can turn 100 million with CM Punk. I've seen that personally firsthand. Razor with gear is freaking awesome. Gear and moment. Last feud, he had hollow stars for me. I was doing like 117 million with no plates. 110, 117 million no plates with hollow star and not max levels. So I would say all of those are better. Pat Patterson's probably better as well. And don't know about Anvil with gears because I don't do that, but I guess some people are saying with gears he can still move damage when turn one. I don't know if that's the case personally. But Anvil, if he can do that, would also be way better than Rock. So like Rock is just rare. When at Silver, when his moves could like not touch the board and you could win, he was good, really good. But it just doesn't translate to gold at all. There's just way better options. So, in my opinion, again for Feud. Dude, that's awesome, McMenemy. Way to go, buddy. Congrats. It does, McDuck. I feel like it's a stretch to me too, unless it's like just strikers. But I don't know firsthand because I don't have his gears and I've never leveled my anvil up really. So I got him kind of late and I didn't really care for the move damage myself personally, right? So yeah, so Tech Rock you're gonna find often, Timmy. In general, the more rare a character is, often there's more rarity bias around them. True, McMenemy. Very true. Um, so, and people have a hard time adjusting. So there's still a lot of people stuck in the 6-star silver thinking. And it takes a while before people. A lot of times people are just late to the game when somebody's really good. To be honest, they're just kind of late to the game. They just start getting around to being okay with somebody being good, and then they just kind of, it's almost too late at that point. Because stuff changes over so fast. If I was gonna use a sub guy, I'll tell you right now, if I was gonna use a tech sub guy, 100% I would use Zombie Dom. There's not a better tech sub guy than Zombie Dom. So if you're gonna run a sub, you should run Zombie Dom. In fact, here. This. Is it 7 MP? Sub? 8 MP. For silver, yes. Not for gold. It's a lot of turns at gold. But yes, it's super fluid because you hit it every turn BG. So it's super fluid. The moment would help, but it's probably like 3 or 4 cycles at gold. It's a long time. But you can hit the sub every single turn. It's super smooth. Like there's no risk. It's the sub every turn. If I have to use the sub, that's the kind I want to use. Yeah, you can't use him for this boss, Derek. Correct. Has anyone ran him the right way on this account? Nope. Dom obviously hasn't been used at gold on this account. There's no previous trainers. That's kind of wild to me. Did everyone just forget about Dom? Like, if I was going to use the sub guy, this guy's ridiculous. Especially when you start talking about 100% strap and whatnot. I don't think I've used him since Braun came out, too. And that's another bonus. Kofi. I'm quite at my leisure. Let's go gem modifier, Braun. Santa. And then we need Ray. What's up, Telvin? Yes, Ducky. 1,000 times yes. It's so not fun. Concert was awesome, Telvin. Tell Duet Sprocket was super good. Super good. Mrs. Merrickson and I had a really fun time. Yeah, L-Boy. It for sure. What's up, Showtime Chemo? So just for fun, I mean, you know, there's also this plate on Dom that I've never tried. Oh my gosh. Frickin' Dom. Dom. If you're going to use a sub guy, yes, stuff can go wrong. If he gets pinned, you do nothing. But if you're going to use a sub guy... Yeah, Showtime Chemo, I should do that at some point this month because her gear is on the prize wall. That would be a very good... my top build video. Steiner's not really fair. There are no pins in boss battle. Can't use Dom this one though, because it nerfs countdown gems. They do that often with green. Because, you know, Dom is the destroyer of worlds when it comes to green. He's traps, right? Reversal if the opponent generated traps. Okay. I'm not doing this again, McMenemy. Couldn't he do like... Didn't this setup do like more than 100 million before some of this stuff at silver? I don't know. I don't remember. It's a lot, though. Zombie Sammy can win it himself if you're willing to use... If you're willing to get lucky or use props, Zombie Sammy can win himself. This will probably do like 250 million. If we don't get pinned. And we keep our multiplies. Which we didn't. Because it's me. What am I doing wrong? Why did he hit for only 50-some mil? Did I just lose that many? I probably just lost that many. It's me in a sub build. So... I didn't believe. Yeah. And you did your DX on... What? Choose multis with buff and destroy? No. No, I did not. Did not try choosing. Nope. 100% no. I converted all blue gems with the 1 MP move. I didn't use Jaded on Sean. Yeah, no, he was hitting harder than that at silver. So, what went wrong there? Yeah. It's me, so. This is again why I don't like subs. It's 100% or 33 spec. I can literally generate 30 sub gems and lose most of them. This is a little better, but not great, still. Didn't even break all the gems. 60 million. The good thing about Dom is his sub is super fast. I could swear this is how hard I was hitting at, like, silver with way worse stuff. Better. I think that should hit harder. You know what? Maybe it was before we had old perks, so I don't know if that had anything to do with it. Last time I used him, old perks were in place, so we had +1. I'm not nearly as impressed anymore. Still, that's really good. Obviously, 75 million is nothing to sneeze at. 60 million, 70 million, that's nothing to sneeze at, but I was expecting way more. Zendel, I can show you how to run Zombie Sammy. But you can beat the boss yourself with Zombie Sammy if you're willing to burn a few props. Oh yeah, he'll turn one as long as you keep your gems, Oklahoma Thunder, and don't get pinned. He'll definitely turn one everyone in Feud. But again, subs. But if I have to use a sub on attack, this would be the guy. This is definitely better as far as the quantity. Yeah, 73 mil. Right on, Derek. Yeah. Zombie Dom was always really fun, for sure. Long as you don't get pinned, which can be frustrating when you get pinned. Anyway, Dom's pretty good. So yeah. I would use... Would I use Dom? I think I'd probably use Dom. Probably. Okay, HBK. Who was asking about HBK? Sorry, I can only do so many things at once. Tiny brain. What now? What were you asking about? Whoever was asking about Sean. What were you asking? I think it was Elboy, maybe. Elboy, what were you asking about Sean? And when you said the Jade plate on Sean, I definitely didn't put the Jade plate on Sean. So I'm not sure. You want to put it on greens or something? Or did you say you wanted to choose the choose? I can't remember. Was this choose blue or this choose? I would not. Definitely wouldn't go that route because you have. I'm pretty sure I already did that 33 spec. At least with the 50%. Pretty sure I have that video up on my top build for Acom. Which, you know. I mean, look. Acom. Pretty sure I did. Technically 6-star silver. You're not going to hit just double the gem damage, which isn't very much. The rest stays the same. But he doesn't destroy greens. So like so if you have the jaded plate, L-boy, this HBK is not who you want to put that on. That's like a super good plate. Like if you want to make HBK work, that's not the plate to make him work. In my opinion. Like because that jaded plate is really really good on a lot of people. And there are a lot, like the best plate on HBK is the Tiffy plate for sure. Choose multis, buff, destroy. So you're going this route with the smaller one. And then you're doing, I think I see what you're going for though, because you're going with the, where is it? This one? I guess you know what, maybe? All right, I'll run it for you. I don't, I'll run it for you. You convinced me to run it. Yeah, it's the Jade Cargo and then the Heart of Jade. It gets really confusing. I will run it for you, L-boy. Good job being persistent. I see what you're doing now. Because it's destroying 8 multiply gems. You're going to put them on the greens that are out there. So, yeah, I got you. And then what was the primary plate you wanted? Do you have Sean the Showstopper? Okay. Just question while we're in here. Do you have the Pyro Princess plate as well? Is it on someone? This one? Do you have this one too? You do. Okay. I will do yours first, and then we'll try it with that one. You're just hoping to get a few extra gems. I see what you're doing here. You're going to primarily focus putting them on greens and fall back secondarily to blues. I got you. It is intended, Spin Sizzle. Yep. This only works if you put trainers on, though. This only works if you put trainers on. What trainers you want to run? I'm assuming you're gonna run Lawler. And do you have Sherry? Like, what trainers are you wanting on it? But I'm assuming Lawler for the blue. And Santa Hogan to fill the green. Six. He's choosing 6. So we can go Sherry. Probably. Do you want to do Mosh? Okay, we can do Mosh. That works. And we can destroy a few more potentially too. What was I doing here? This has got to be Lawler. Okay. We need Santa. choosing 11. Oh, that's blue moves. We need green moves. I don't think see Gunther, though, because we're buffing the greens, McManamy, with the Jade Plate. He's focusing the greens. So I don't think we want Gunther. Gunther would be 60%. I was trying to figure out, these are going to be 9. So it's like 9 extra gems. 1 multiplies like 9 extra gems. And we're destroying 8. So it's like 8 versus 9. Memrock would be 8 versus... I think this is better, mathematically. Barely. So it's probably not better at all. Okay. Definitely want to focus the green. Because we have the Jade Plate. And then blue with what's left. Is that 1.4 mil and 1.7? $2.2 and 2.6. It's like 20 mil. 24 mil. Yep. Recycle's easy though. $24 mil again. It's okay. I mean, not where... We also have blue gems do 25% more perk because this has the tour perk on it. So if you don't have the Tiffy plate, that's not bad. I would suggest, though, switching this plate if you want to run it to the Pyro Princess, since you have it. Make your blue gems get 50% more. Do you have the HBK Ultimate plate, the blue one? I'm assuming you don't have the Tiffy plate, but do you have the blue one? L-Boy? You know what I mean? The Sean Showstopper Ultimate blue one? Okay. So if you look at this here... And then one more question. Do you have Sherry? Blues are 3 million. And even with the Jade Plate, greens are 2.2 million. Right? It is nice, though. No Sherry. Okay, perfect. It is nice, though, because there's always enough gems this way. And you always recycle. Pretty much. So, that's pretty cool. That's 27 million there, so it's a little bit better with that plate. The choose is interesting, but... Regal's much... So Bianca's outclassed by both Kyrie and Rhea. Showtime Chemo, so Regal gear for sure. But then you're just relying on it, so. Okay. Define super hard. Because Kyrie hit for... How much did we do on Kyrie, guys? 140 million? Kyrie hit for 140 million. Yeah, no problem, L-boy. No problemo. And, I mean, Rhea's gonna go very hard. Like, depending on what you're using, right? But very, very hard. It's not that close to me, in my opinion. Anyway, how many people are? 71. You guys want to see the boss requirements? They're faction requirements. So the CSS are faction-based again. There you go. And how many clicks does that take you? It's not on turn 1, right? So, like, you're waiting for Juggernauts to resolve, you're swiping, you're stunning, you're doing a lot of stuff, right? There's your CSS for the boss, for the factions. But I will tell you, just take whichever one you want. If you like using Bianca and you don't want to use Rhea or Kyrie or don't have the right stuff for them, then go ahead and use Bianca. I think Kyrie and Rhea blow her away personally, but that's just my opinion. Oh. No, yeah, for sure. Bianca can hit super hard. Like, Lady Acro is loaded. Absolutely loaded. If you're a Bianca mark, no reason not to. Lady Acro is freaking crazy. So if you like Bianca and you're a mark, or she's a fun project for you, 100% get her gear. I actually don't like playing Regal, to be honest. So I took Beefcake gear over Regal gear. Heartstopper plate, I mean, this is definitely a good spot, like he's talking about, right? If you're okay with the Juggernauts and stuff. And then you get her gear, and you have, what is it, multiply gems 3 bigger. Definitely can hit hard. She's got moments, too. I don't know what they do for her. Damage control doesn't do much, but I don't know if I think she's got the, doesn't she have the Loomis one, too? The, was just like 2 multiply moment and stuff. If you like playing her, 100%. Because these are going to be 3 columns of 3, and the gear makes them 3 columns of 6. The moment makes them 3 columns of 8. You know, and that's if she doesn't have more. And then as far as this, it's the 1-turn stun. So, like, I would assume you're probably doing, like, dual blue MP. Doing your stun, setting your jugs. Actually, you don't need blue MP, right? Lex is fine. You can use Lex even. And you don't even need Santa if you want. So, like, you could use Sherry in Santa. You could use Lex and no Santa. You can put Goldberg on there for an extra Juggernaut gem. There's, like, wherever you want to Sherry instead, that's what you use. Okay, yeah. And Santa, and then do you have Goldberg? Striker Goldberg? Because Goldberg will add a ton to this one, too. No Striker Goldberg, okay. He's another one that's a really interesting pick off of the Champions wall. How much does he cost, by the way? People that have the Champions thing, how much does Striker Goldberg cost? Because he does the extra Juggernaut gem, and that's really rare. You do if you don't. Be correct. Snake, you absolutely do. That's not how I wouldn't play her this way, but he's one that has 200k. Yeah, he's a pretty good value because the Juggernaut gems come in clutch. Yeah, Gumsy, I can't argue with that pick. He's a low shard recruit or a no shard kind of guy, so I think that's a super smart choice, to be honest. And you know I wouldn't tell you something nice unless I really, really meant it. Like, he'd be one of those on there that I would rate really high along with the Roxanne. I'm sure Mello and Braun are fairly expensive on there. How much are Mello and Braun? Do you guys know? Are they like the 550 range? Liar. So I would probably run it dual blue MP, so no chance to fail. As the Snake said, that's what I would do. I would go Braun and Lawler. You wouldn't need Santa because you're stunning on turn 1, right? So 8, 1 for your turn is 9, and then your next turn is 10. So I personally would also run dual, like Snake is talking about. Has anyone ran this before? They have. Okay, there's one. But not the other. Because I like safe. And if you're hitting for like 100 mil, I'm assuming you mean 6-star silver New Age? And you bumped the 7? If so, that's incredible. Congratulations. Mellow is... Purple and black go together like peas and carrots, man. Like peas and carrots. Also, if I seem slightly cranky today, guys, I've got a headache going on, so I apologize if I seem slightly cranky. My head is bothering me a lot today. So it's not intended if I'm coming, if I come across slightly, like, a little bit harsh or cranky, it's just because I hurt. So it's making my voice more like that. So if, like, if you're doing, like, 100, that's enough that I think you can drop Sherry, especially with the gear. Yes, Phenom Gaming, it's Faction CSS. Yep. So only one person needs the Cody. And you can play safe. And then never worry about getting your green match. And it's also faster. And you'll hit hard enough, you know what I mean? Meeble, halfway to Cable. Mabel. Cranky Pants Merrick's fair enough. I don't know. Yeah, okay. Gunther on this one is really good. And then you have Memrock. Emo. What's Memrock on the prize wall? Or the champions thing? Sorry. He'd be another good one. He gets used a lot. So would Zombie Gunther. How much is Zombie Gunther for people that don't have him? He's super good too. You do? Okay. Just do that then. Because so you're basically chemo, the gear, you just trade with Sherry, right? And then you can play safe. And you're going to hit as hard as you were with 0 chance of like ever losing unless they have anti-stun. In which case, if they're running an anti-stun strap, 400k, that's actually not terrible, Sensei. If they're running an anti-stun strap, then you're probably not going to lose anyway. This is Acrobat Bianca, yeah. And yeah, the jug doesn't always hit right. Correct. But you do run it a few times. Pyro Princess, and then this. Oh, thanks, Derek. It's not a sleep thing. I get migraines depending on how much I have going on fairly often. Acro Trish hit hard. Hard pass. Hard pass. Life's too short, New Age. Life's too short. Class advantage, oh well, I don't care. Well, that sucks. Never mind, I do care. Whatever. Disregard this damage. Completely. Yeah, that was... What am I doing? I can't even click right now. I've never had an issue with the jugs, though, as long as I put them on separate... I mean, I don't know. I mean, Derek, if I'm perfectly honest, I don't think I'm capable of having a good night's sleep. Like, I can't sleep much more than like 5 hours, 6 hours tops. My body won't physically let me. And then once I wake up, I can't go back to sleep. Like, I could take a nap at like noon or something, and lay down and go to sleep. But like when I wake up in the morning, I guess it's not fair to say I couldn't go back to sleep. I'm one of those people, when I wake up, I want to go do things. I'm one of those weird people that's, yes, correct. If you can get a blue match, you can cycle it for sure. Again, like, I guess I don't super see the point, though. Like, this is where I'm a bad content creator. Like, straight up, guys, if I can hit hard enough, I'm like, why do I want to take longer? And that's where I'm a bad content creator, like, literally. Because once I'm hitting hard enough, I just want to get done as fast as possible. I'm also a night owl, New Age. I'm a morning person and a night owl. Like, I'd rather do my work in the morning, and then I like staying up late playing video games, right? So I'm both. I'm a night owl and a morning person, which basically means I don't sleep a lot. All right. I don't know if this hits hard enough, though. This way? Because the buff, did the thing. 50%. Let's see. What's that do? Okay, 46 mil? Not ideal. I mean, I didn't say I wasn't exhausted. Oh, Loomis, though, moment. Yeah, Snake. Good point. Good point. It's weird because I can't see it on this account, you know? Like, because the feud ones aren't on there. That's fair, Derek. So I guess we can simulate that with Matt, though? Is there also blue gem damage on... What other moments does she have for feud? Let me pull up my phone, my account, and see what I have. No. No blue gem damage on that one. I don't think it's purple or something, I want to say. Right? The striker has like 50 million moments. That's... Yeah, she just has the 2, and no blue on that one. Okay. Hey, what's up, Platinum Patrick? You look to be right to me, Snake. If there's a third one, I don't have it on my Merrick's account. So you look right to me. So we can just literally put, what's his face in here, Matt? And then this is how hard you'd hit in feud without needing an extra turn? Yes, Alpha did. He's on my list to take up. I took Strowman up, for his increased buffage. Well, whatever, we got a blue match, so it's gonna work out fine. Yes, I did. I maxed it today, New Age. Okay. Yeah. So that's gonna wipe out basically every lady, and then you have the boost against Showboats with the higher health, so it's kind of perfect. I honestly would just dual MP her, and yes, correct, Snake. If you wanted to run her, I would just do that and not try and get fancy. Nice, Gumsy. To be honest, if you had like all of this stuff, I don't think her top end is like as quick or easy as the others. She's definitely usable, right? And by usable I mean good. With like the gear and stuff, she's definitely good. The thing is like the lady acrobats blow the dude acrobats away. Like how many of these ladies do you wish we had in the dudes? Like I mean, Rhea would be the best for Feud anyway. She'd be faster than Muda, I think. Yeah? Maybe? Question mark? Muda's it takes a while to blow up the board twice, so I think she might be faster. Um Maybe? I really like Wes with Moment Snake, but he's not on the, Rhea level. Um Bianca's really good. Shotzi's really good. Kyrie's insane. Um Indy's insane. Like, there's literally one, two, three, four, five ladies that I mean Bianca's technically turn two, but not really. You know what I mean? There's like five ladies that can dominate turn one. Zbex, if you want to go triple black, yeah, I don't like the sub as we've talked about earlier, but yes, she is good, right? Um, and guys, it's like Muda, Wes, Zombie Orton with the Judgment Day plate, you know? Eh, eh. I got that and 100% strap Eagles. He's okay if you have 100% strap as gears and a nightmare plate. It's not super fast. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just because I hate Hall of Famers. We talked about this already too, right? Like, here. Uh, I hate Hall of Famers. The only Hall of Famer I actually really like is Hall of Fame Vader. And don't ask me why. But I do like Hall of Fame Vader. Let me just go era. Hey, Southside, how are you, bud? Stupid head. Stupid head. I haven't, Timmy. Um, I'm trying to think who the best superstars to show off multiply and buffs would be. I think for buffs, I think like Tech Charlotte would be really, really useful to show how buffs are effective. So I think she would be a good one for buffs. And I'm trying to think who would be the best for multiply. If it's somebody like a Balor, that's just destroying straight multiplies without gears, or that sort of thing, or like a Shinsuke like we played today. That's kind of why I was playing Shinsuke today, is partly trying to figure out who I want to use to talk about multiplies and help explain it. Maybe I want to use a few different ones with different multiply strengths, specific colors, because really I think the big thing about multiply is finding one that's probably the consistent same color and then using different straps so people can see like what like maybe the Rocker Sean I did today, right? He does greens, but nah, because he doesn't break all of them. I really want somebody super consistent with the same color that also has plates that affect it. So we can do it with like straps, like Braun. D'Lo Acro? D'Lo Acro maybe. Braun. Which Braun? Well, Braun has multiplies and a buff, if you're talking about Striker. So that could be interesting in combining the two of them. You know what I mean? D'Lo's interesting choice. He does blues all the time. That's not bad. But it's not always the same, Hutch. But it's easier for people if it's always the same amount, if that makes sense. So, like, maybe Hall of Fame Macho, actually, for that. I'll show you what I mean. Because if you always break the same amount, then people don't get hung up with the damage overall. You know what I mean? Like, because sometimes people you break a few more. Braun is really good to me with the middle lane. NXT moment middle lane, Braun is really nasty. That's awesome, Tiger King. I hope you enjoy SummerSlam. So, Macho with his gears adds a bunch of multiply gem, strength, 4. And then there's this one. This one couldn't care less about, which is fine. Yeah, he's really good with the middle lane. Really, 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 really good with the middle lane. What's the charge on these? 6. 6 is great. Braun with the middle line, Zandel. Arguably one of the best strikers in the game. With the middle line in the moment. You also need Mello. So it's Mello, Woods, black, purple. You can use Sherry. That would be the smart play with Santa. Yes and no, Zandel. So that's a really... So I try really hard not to build people that need exceptions. So if they need a middle lane, then I have to use them in the middle lane every time. I dislike that. Like, it's a me thing. I don't want to limit my open middle lane choice. It's always an open choice, and I don't want to do that. Yeah, McMenemy. Thank you for... I think you know me really well, McMenemy. That is 100% what I meant, and I was trying to... You want me to use Striker Brett? I'll use Striker Brett if you want. McMenemy, sure. I love the translation, McMenemy. Yeah, I do try, though. I want it to be very visual as well. And I have a headache today, so that was part of the other reason. I don't feel like I'm very prepared. Derek, the real secret to maxing the MLC early is 3 things. Big roster, big faction, big wallet. Big roster, big faction, big wallet. Any combination of those 3 really help. The more you do, the bigger any of them are, the more it helps. For free, the best thing you can do is grind everything you can in events. Like, so I get accused by, so my feud partner, Arrogant, if you guys know, Arrogant, most of you probably don't know him. Anyway, he's my feud buddy. He always is telling me I'm trying hard. Because I try and get everything I can out of events. But yeah, Backstage Pass is probably, if you're going to spend, the best value for maxing the MLC. And you get a bunch of pulls with it now, too, and stuff. Flash Market, the Webcoin one, maxing that is really good. There's always tons of bonus points in the Ruby Market as well. So if you want, like, maxing early isn't really a big deal to me anymore, like, because it doesn't really matter when you max now, just as long as you want to max. So yeah. So Macho is pretty good. It's Gumsy is gonna freaking I hate saying this stuff when Gumsy's around. It's more clicks than I like. Shut up, Gumsy. It's more clicks than I like. It's not that many more clicks, but it feels like it always takes a while to resolve. It just feels like it always takes a while to resolve. And the pin here on the finisher isn't huge. It's really good. I hate the real answer is I hate Hall of Famers. That's the real answer. The truth is I hate Hall of Famers. Like, literally, and that's not even with the right plates, by the way. So you just put a Nightmare plate on, and Merrick's is stupid, basically. It's just because I don't like Hall of Famers. I do have them all. Yeah. About that. The game knows what I don't like. Literally. The game knows what I don't like. It's just like, oh, you don't like that? Here. Here. Have them all. I like Brutus. Brutus is super fun. Jabroni, I saw what you said. I don't think I said anything about it. Also, hi Jabroni. Congrats, Telvin. Brutus with both gears. I'll save for my own Brutus, to be honest. Since he'll have both gears probably this week. Hopefully this week. There's literally zero reason to not use Macho. He's got class advantage against the Showboat. With the Nightmare plate and his gears and Sherry, it's an easy turn 1 win. Like every time. And it's only 3 clicks. So I'm joking about the clicks, Gumsy. It's only 3 clicks. With all of the stuff, he's really, really good. How do I run Brutus? I can show you. But same. Platinum Patrick, just the silver now for me. Brutus, so I don't run him with the drip. He's very good with the drip, but I don't, because I don't like the drip. My entourage for Brutus, with or without gears, restate. With or without gears. But without gears, it's mellow. And then I use usually perfect because I'm lazy. And then I don't need Santa. And then I use Steamboat and black gem damage. With gears, I would just use Tiffany. Yeah, I know, Gumsy. Oh, that's awesome, Tilvin. Almost? Interesting. Right on, Eagles. Oh, Brutus, though. So with gears, then... So, you know what's really weird with Brutus? You would think this would be really good, right? The 120% buff. I don't know if it just sucks. Like, with gear, I'm like, oh, I will run him, like, purple, right? And I'll get this 120% purple, and it's be super easy. I don't like it. Like, it does not hit hard at all. It hits horrible, actually. Like, really not good. It's super disappointing. Anyway, maybe with gears it would do better. I on my character, I don't like it. I use NWO perfect, but you don't have to. That's just because I'm lazy. Without gears. Yeah, for sure, Eagles. It's great. This one, but you don't need it. Because the real moveset, the moveset that you want to use is this move and the trap. So like this. This one is not really needed. Depending on how you set up, it's not needed. Mellow. If you don't have mellow, then you just use woods and woods. Right on, Timmy. If you don't have mellow, you use woods and woods 17k Santa, right? you have mellow, you're good. Then you can put whoever you want on these other ones. If you don't want to use this move, then you go with the purple MP person here. So whichever one you want with purple MP, it doesn't really matter. Then you don't have to use this. And then I usually run like Live at gold. I run Live in Dragon. So with perfect. So I run perfect, Live, and Dragon. Otherwise, without perfect, run a purple and then 17k Santa here and Dragon. Or Z Live. Really depends. Probably Z Live. When the traps break, when the blacks break on the traps, they're huge. But you break way more black gems than trap gems. So it's your preference. Z Live, Dragon, mess around with it, see what you like more. See what works for you. I can't ever decide. That's why I like using perfect. Then I just use both and don't have to worry about it. So that's what I do on mine. Once I have the gear, the second gear, which should be this week, hopefully. That's 4 purple MP. So I plan on using what's her face? Tiffy Time. Wherever she's at. Yeah, I have one gear as well. The gold one I got already this month. And I'll get the bronze one this week, I think. If worst case scenario next week. But I should get it for sure. What's up, BW? Anyway, Tiffy Time. 2 black MP. 100% trap gem damage. You can also use Live. Not Live, I'm sorry. Tori. You can use Tori instead. Again, not sure which is better. But with the gear, that covers that. And then you can use Tech Gunther here, and then these 2 slots are open. So Tiffy, like Gunther, and then the 2 open slots. I don't care on my account, Eagles. Like, literally, there's so much good stuff with Ozzy. The tours, it's, yeah, what I want. Do I want the extra Julia shards and stuff? Sure. Do I care? No. And they didn't give a good path to get the extra stuff. Like, it's simply just doing, like, loopholes of the not good loot that's there. So, it doesn't, the Ozzy, I love Ozzy. And I probably would have spent a little bit simply to get him recruited earlier, but there hasn't been, in my opinion, any kind of really friendly good spending to do that. So it's not really incentive. Anyway, that's how I run Brutus. But I'm looking forward to getting his gear for sure. His last gear. He's really cool. I don't like that I'm gonna have 2 trap tricksters as my primary tricksters, but that's okay. Ozzy's awesome, so they're both going up regardless. But yeah, so I took this gear, and I'm gonna take this one. I kind of thought long and hard about the Regal gear because it's really good. I can see why people take the Bianca gear too. Probably my advice to people would be take the Regal gear, but Brutus is ridiculously good with both gears, so that's nice. The rest of them, I don't really care about if I'm full disclosure. I don't think any of the rest of them even remotely matter. I do have some of them, like I have Sammy gear, I have Corbin gear, I have the Asuka gear, but I don't think the rest of them really matter that much. Yeah, Eagles. My Tiffy's 6-star silver. I'll probably take her gold because I got her plate, and she's okay with it because I'm a Tiffy mark, but it plays really easy. Yeah, McManamy. Again, the NXT moment, if you don't have it, is so good. The Imperium one you can get from Feud, so keep that in mind. Nice restate. Nice. So keep that one in mind. Final Testament's kind of fun. What am I lying about? I already forget what I was talking about. Who am I lying about? She's not okay with it? Stop lying. Oh, Tiffy. Oh, you know what? Actually, she is okay with it. Here. Well, actually... Okay. No. Let me... Hold on. She's okay with it. Ooh, don't say the sub word. Eagles, why would you... Oh, gross. No. Ew. I need somebody get this man out of here. Yeah, on Regal, absolutely. I'm not okay with okay. You got the NXT moment? Nice, Gumsy. You're gonna like that one. Oh... I still haven't figured out... What, join you? No! It's big. It's 1.8 million before any buffs, but I'm not joining you with the sub. Get out of here. Like, what do you want from me, man? I've had luck running the Make Gen Ultimate plate with her. Make Red Gem Ultimate. Blue to red, Vern. Because she makes a wild card. If you... those plates are busted. They'll get fixed, I'm sure. If you make a wild card, they trigger twice, I think. No! Get out of here with that. That's never happening. Like, ever. The sub, the only way I will ever use the sub on the regular basis is if it's big enough that it drains them on the first sub. So I never have to do anything else. And if they ever make a sub that big again like they used to, they're just dumb. That was the dumbest thing ever. That was even dumber than this other stuff, but yeah. That was... No, that ain't it. And then this spot, I like Sammy in this spot. Yeah, I hate subs. Don't come to me for your sub needs. At all. Okay. Yep. That sounds right, Vern. It does. She's okay with the Tiffany plate. I will stand by that. I didn't say good. I said okay. And unfortunately, she's an acrobat. If this was like any other class, like I wish she was this build in like a technician. Because then I'd just be like, well, I have Charlotte. But still, I mean, Acro is like so loaded. Any other class than Acro. That's okay. This plate is not one I want to put on anyone else anyway, so... No, I won't acknowledge the sub. The best sub in the game now is actually Julius, but ugh. If you think Tiffany's sub is big, you should look at Julius's. I think he can do 25 million sub on turn 1, just FYI. We'll take someone with big health. Here, even if it's class advantage. Oh, I don't have a blue move damage medal on, though. Or a purple. Whatever. I'll fix it next time. No. I will not. Yeah. Yeah, fine, Patrick. I will not. She's okay. It's like 45 million damage turn 1 with a 30 million pin. That's okay. It's safe, but it's okay. Not that good, New Age. No, so it's like, how are you gonna do 60 million damage with a sub that does like 10 or 12 million? That's like 6 cycles. You know what I mean? It's like not good. It's bad. It's very bad. If you want a bigger pin, McMenemy, you go with the blue. The purple's probably more efficient. Yeah, your teammates will murder you. No one will group with you. Subs take way too long. So 76 million health, McMenemy. I don't like it, and it doesn't hit as hard as this. Both, Gumsy. Because the leech gems don't translate. I'll show you. So she had 76 million health, and we're gonna finish this with a 30 mil pin and 30 million health. So this is 46 million damage turn 1 and safe. It's not great. It's not terrible. For sure, Eagles. I like 1%. Being right around 6 to 10 is perfect for me. It's not really the safe, Gumsy. It doesn't hit hard. You can't... Right, of course, Snake. With a really super rare plate. Yeah, absolutely. She needs the plate to be okay. Just okay. I'm not saying she's good. I'm saying she's just okay. But she 100% needs the plate. Without the plate, this is your only real option, which is not a good option. Because the leech gems are only... So here, the leech gems are only 146k. Those cannot get any stronger. And there's this 5 columns of 6, so 30 gems. 100%. Rhea will do 170 million. Snake with the plate. 170 mil on Rhea turn 1 with the plate. It's ridiculous. That's easily, yeah, it's the best, like, makes Rhea fine into, like, 7-star land, you know? It's easily the best spot for it, I would say, right now. But Rhea doesn't need it. So there's that argument, right? 1% was too hardcore for you? Well, sorry. It's pretty... It feels relaxed to me. I don't know. I just do my normal stuff and it's always enough. Anyway, leech gems, 146k. We're talking to Gumsy here about this. And there's 30 of them, right? That's 4.3 million damage. There's no other damage anywhere. It's just a board full of blue gems with no buffs. Technically, you could run the blue plate and get 100% buff. And you might, I think you hit, and by buff, it's not a buff. You add 100%. I want to say it's, here, whatever. I'll just do it. Yeah, it's super relaxed. We do what we call, Ducky Ducky Quack Quack, how are you? We do what we call a sliding whatever. So like in Feud, if we decide we want to be in the top 20, your 1% is whatever the 20th place faction does. That's what you need to do. We look at events, and if it's not a good event, we don't require 1%. We say we want to be top 20, and then we require whatever 1% of finishing 20th would be. So it moves as the event goes on, right? If we decide if it's a really good event and we decided we wanted to push for like 5th, then we would ask for 1% of 5th place. That's what we do. But like the kickoff tour and stuff, we finish like 20th in the kickoff tour because it's not even kind of worth it. Like there's nothing, the rewards are like horrible. So yeah. We don't, I'm not grinding that tour for like nothing. That's just dumb. So yeah, like why would I don't care about where we rank. It's, yeah, exactly, Snake. A ton of people care about ego. They're like, our faction needs to be first, blah blah blah. Me, I don't care. That being said, when there was the Blitz event during Charlotte, and I had Charlotte like early, I blitzed so much, like so many blitzes. And I did that for the faction. I wouldn't normally, but it got other people Charlotte unlocked sooner. And so I was trying to get us there quicker because it got other people extra stuff. So that one I blitzed super hard. But normally I don't really, I just do my normal stuff, you know? So, are you still here, Gumsy? This is for Gumsy. It's only 4 blue MP, so you can use move damage. There's no real gem damage to be had. So we'll do like this one for 2 blue, and then we'll do Dom for 2 blue and gem damage. It just doesn't really matter. Oh, last month Blitz was so good with those straps. Yeah, the Money in the Bank Blitz. Yeah, yeah. I don't I think that I'm assuming was extra for a Money in the Bank thing, but yeah, I was hoping that would come back so bad. Snake, 1000%. Those gender straps. I'm actually to the point, unless so I probably would get Mankind gear, Hall of Fame Mankind gear when they rotate on, because I'm a Mankind mark. But I'm almost to the point where I'll take the straps over what's left in there for me, and I still have some good moments left, but I want to gamble on those straps. I want a 100%er for Charlotte. I want a bunch of modern ones that are genderless. You know what I mean? Like, that's just really useful. Who was I going to put here? Oh, Dom. In general, I love the month-long midweek prize walls. Those events went from being nothing I'm interested in to, okay, this is pretty cool. All right, Gumsy. This is, so, of course, if you don't have the Tiffy plate, that first build is, this is why I said she's super disappointing. Because without the Tiffy plate, and as Snake said, it's definitely not a common plate yet. This is just, like, gross. Plus, it's big cascade risk. Now, technically, you can get these moves off twice more. And we can get more buff. So this is like a lot. This is like, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 200% blues. We're going to hit for like probably 14 million. Maybe 18 million. I don't know. It's not good. Sorry. 30 million. But she still has 40 million health left. So it's like 10 million less than the other build with cascade risk. The pin is the same size, but it's 10 million less damage because of the purple moves, and it has cascade risk. So if you have an extra of this plate, yeah, it really, I would say she's okay with the Tiffany plate. She's actually bad, like, without it. Yeah, Snake. uh it's now the cat, so it's 10 million less total damage, McMenemy, with cascade risk. So like, if you're gonna play cascade risk, you gotta, like, if you want me to risk a cascade risk, I better hit really hard. You know what I mean? Like, you don't risk a cascade for a 30 million pin. This is 100% strap with an ultimate plate. You know, it's not like there's nothing on here. So it makes zero sense to me, personally. Yeah, so Snake, the only way I would run Miz the way he hits hard is with MP down. You wanna, I'll show you, let me just load up my account real quick. This is, I'm gonna make a video on it anyway, and people will probably be like, whatever, this is dumb. But I run Miz so stupid, and it's completely mindless, which is great for me. But you need certain things, right? Let me pull my account up. because I don't want to have to set it up because I'm lazy. It'll take just a second. What time is it? 4:39? Okay, we're okay. Don't forget, Professor's got a giveaway we're going to go to in a few minutes. Yeah, I know, McManamy. Cat Scade. I see what you did there. Recently, there's just, it feels like everyone has been like high risk, high reward, or no risk and no reward for the most part. Yeah, he's been, I don't know what he's giving away today. Does it say? Professor Scott's room. Player's choice gameplay as well. I think he's giving away, he's been giving away whatever packs are, you know, in the store. So I don't know which packs those are going to be. He said it was yet to be determined. Getting my account pulled up here. It's a work in progress. I see what you did there. You're talking VIP or whatever that is? Hellboy, this thing? We're on my account now. Powerhouse KO, it's super hard. If you're okay with it, like, he can miss too, Gumsy, like 100%, like literally you can do no damage on turn one, even with like a perfect setup, and I'm not exaggerating, but like he can just hit ridiculously hard with almost nothing too. He's completely busted. So but yeah, he hits so hard for sure. I mean, like, it's crazy. So I run Miz this way. Oh, I see. Oh boy, I see. And then once the MP goes away, it won't be a big deal. This will just become this. I don't need help. This is with a Judgment Day plate. This is funny. So this just becomes, when 99 MP goes away, this is Sting or Butch. Can confirm, KO not always consistent. Yeah, yeah, no, KO is somebody like everybody should want to get on their team. You know what I mean? And if you don't have the Nightmare moment, that helps a ton in Feud because he generates extra trap gems. Steamboat also helps a ton. But this with the Judgment Day plate is hilarious. Like, literally, I can just play while I'm watching TV, and I don't need to worry about anything. I don't care if it doesn't hit hard. Literally don't care. Because I have so many fast guys, like, winning in 2 turns without paying attention is worth it to me. So I'm not always about 2 clicks, Gumsy. I'm just, like, super lazy. And this is wonderful. It entertains me. I love it is when it's quality of life like this. I actually love the drain plates. Literally love the drain plates. So, like, yeah, I have way too much. Like, I don't even need to pay attention. It's great. I have so many fast guys that, honestly, you know what I almost always use them against? The silver. Because I have so many fast guys, I just use Miz against the silver. I know! I like this one, Gumsy. I usually use him against the silver. And then I just win in the 3 clicks instead of 6. 2 right now with 99 MP. So that's one of them that I use all the time. The other one that's super fun to me, with the moment, he's not going to look as good in Feud without the moment,
But this is just silly. In Feud with the moment, he's got. I have Fury ones on him. I have Fury ones on him, and he was super fun in Feud. As well, because I have the drain plate on him, so it's just silly. He's doing like, I don't know how many millions with this move in Feud with this setup. It's just silly. He's a few clicks too, but I was using him against golds just because it was entertaining to me. 2-cycle win against golds. In Feud, it's a lot more than that. So this hits for, I think it's like 7, and then in Feud it's 11 million. With the moment, it was 11 or 12 million, I think. And then you fill up the board, and then you do it again. Again, Gumsy, it's a lot of clicks, but I like it. It's like Warrior on crack. That's 13 million, and I think in Feud that was like 19. So it's like 31 million, and then this was just regular Furies at 6-star silver. 5 million gem damage. Yeah. And then you just do it all over again. I was 2-cycle winning against golds in Feud with the moment. Most of the time I didn't even need to hit the second cycle around. Oh, yeah. Absolutely, Baloo. Yep. That sounds right. So, like, I have a few of these, like, lazy people mode that make up for... The other thing is, people like to nerf multiply gems. So, the less I have to pay attention, the better. So, even without the moment, it was, like, 2-cycle wins against a gold. You know? So I have a few of those kind of guys. Wes Lee is really, really good with the Judgment Day plate. So he's another lazy one that'll do, and with the moment, it's crazy. You can also do this with MP down. You don't need a Judgment Day plate, but if you put an MP down trainer, you can stop running the duel trainer, and then you can put your like Sherry on, and then you don't need Santa, and you can do this kind of nonsense. And the other thing, if they have multiply down and you go in with Wes doesn't care if you have a Judgment Day plate. He just laughs. But, so this is what I do. Now in Feud with him, with the Judgment Day plate, I just throw my countdowns out. Then I swipe. And then they swipe. And then I just put my multiplies out and hit the finisher. Because these multiplies are, what, 5 times bigger in Feud? They're 15. He was doing 72 million last Feud for me this way. Just like that, 72 mil. That's why I don't use Macho. Is because he does 72 million that way for me, which is entertaining. Because he's a freebie, and Macho was expensive, so I'd much rather use the freebie, because if anything, I'm biased against the expensive ones. And Macho I got lucky on. He didn't cost me really much money at all. I haven't, Noah. But so the Judgment Day plate drains so much, like, it's really hard for them to charge that. Like, that one, it's really hard to get charged up, because with a swipe, the pin is so small, they kick out in 1. Judgment Day plate drains them down to 0, and then the kick out is really small. So it's a 1 swipe thing, so they don't. I actually haven't, McMenamin. I used it that way all last Feud. Just because it was funny to me. Oh, boss battle? Because if you guys want to win boss battle, this move, just do this. Like, you can solo carry it, bring a prop. If it works out, you don't even need a prop. if you get a row break somewhere. But if you want a solo carry boss, here you go. Right here. You can thank me later. And you can use the Jade plate or the Piper plate, either or. You could use this plate or like one of the, or this prop or like one of these. Yeah, McManamy. $176 million. So yeah. Add 10 onto the multiply and then the green buff. He'll probably one-shot the boss himself that way. Very close. Yes, Northern Mouth, hold on. It's faction CSS again. And right here. There you go. Yeah, Gumsy, about 55 mil with the moment and 100% strap. $55 to $60 mil. Turn one without needing the JD plate. And then you could also use options. Like, you could use the Heartbreak plate if you have it and gain 100% on your blue gems, which would help. No problem, Northern Mouth. So, like, here. So, Wes's setup without... I was going to record it during Feud, but it didn't work out. I'll do it next one. Both ways. But without changing plates, because you want the Judgment Day plate because it's random gems, right? And then if this plate, if you have it, Gumsy, you would want to use this guy. Ultimate Heart plate, Heart Stopper plate. And then your entourage setup is... So the thing you can't really compare at all with Wes is it's not just the multiply gems that you get. You also get buffs on different gem colors with the NXT moment too. So your yellows are buffed, your reds are buffed, and then your greens are buffed last feud, right? So plus 5 times on your multiply gems, it really freaking adds up. Like, really adds up. So, and this one is... Honestly, sometimes I run this too, Gumsy, but I just leave the JD plate on. It's whatever I feel like. Like, because I get bored. So with this, you put your multiplies out first. You would want to target blues, reds, yellows, greens last feud. So, like, this line is great. This line is pretty solid. This line is really good, right? So something like that. Then throw your... for your JD plate or your Z plate buff, and then just destroy your rows. Obviously in Feud, these are times 10. So Feud, this would be double. Because we have times 5 multiplies. In Feud, this would be double, plus you'd also have your bonuses of 125% on the reds, and the yellows, and the greens. And then if you had the ultimate plate on, you'd have an additional 100% on your blues. So you're talking about 55 to 60 mil is what it works out to pretty much every time. So just probably stay away from Showboats, to be honest, even though it's a class advantage. He'll one-shot strikers all day. Anyone that's not high health, like if they don't have their stars filled and stuff, he'll one-shot them all day. Stay away from powerhouses and Showboats, and you pretty much one-shot everything else. Yeah, no problem, bud. He's been amazing for me. Like, I've really liked him. I don't even need the JD plate on him. It just makes me laugh. Like, it amuses me, so I keep it on there because it makes it more fun. Because then I can try different stuff. I get bored so fast in Feud, Gumsy. Like 30 minutes in, I'm just like, oh, I'm so bored. Oh, Braun Breaker. As long as we're talking NXT moment. Well, actually, hold on. You guys want to see? This is my specialty. I hated Roxanne. I actually found something decent for her that I'll play. And she's probably gonna go gold for me now. I'm gonna do a video on it. It does require an exact setup though. So the setup is not flexible. I'll do a video on it at some point. I've just been too lazy with this one because not a ton of people have Roxanne yet. It's not that I'm lazy. I just don't typically like making a ton of videos that a lot of people don't have yet. And a lot of people are still missing Roxanne. So that's the real reason I haven't done it yet. And this is with a really janky setup, by the way. I have a 20% strap, but you need this plate. Challenge of a rival. Whenever you break 3 or more black gems, gain 3 yellow MP. Yes, Zandel, just like that. I only have so much time, buddy. Setup is like I said, is very specific, and let me it's choose 7 to make into black. So we need the blue. You load the blue. We get 3 yellow. We're loading the black with 2-3 matches. So then we get 3 yellow. Braun gives us 4. Yeah, so you can actually use Sherry on this, right? If you want to, so there's 2 ways you can do this. You can use Sherry here, but with the moment you don't need to because it's +5 on the multiplies, so it's more than Sherry, but I'll put Sherry on to kind of give you an idea, right? And this one, let me think, 1 second. This needs Santa as well. If you're going to use Sherry, it needs Santa. And whatever. And obviously I would use Memrock instead of Edge if you have if you have Mem. And at gold, you know, Brett would be better as well at gold probably. We are breaking a lot of black gems. That's not true. Because we do break a lot of black gems. Anyway, hold on 1 second. I lied. We want woods. 100% I lied. We totally want woods. I'm a dirty liar pants. Okay. Yeah, I'm a dirty liar pants. We want woods. We need woods. 4, 5 for our turn. 3 match gives us 8. This is like to make it super easy. 3 match gets that 8. We start with 6. Bronze, so we do need Santa. And then Edge is optional. Edge is what you can change around. Everything else has to be this way. Edge you can change around. So you need this plate. And then these trainers. Everything else you can change. Or whatever. I can't talk. This is silver versus silver. This is still 2 with hollow stars and crap. I should probably be on the CC account for this, to be honest. Because She'll hit way harder in Feud anyway, because this is like, I got hollow stars, I'm not max levels, so, and, so in Feud, you will be 3 short of this and 3 short of this. Yes? So you do a simple 3 match. Let's do it, whatever, here, and then set up a row break with your other 4. So like, biddy, biddy, biddy. Oh, that's right in the middle. Butthole. What a butthole. We're going to do it that way. Set up a row break like that. And then put your 3 here. Then you put yon columns down of multiplies. Like here, and here, and here. Looks good to me. Then you put Snowfall Gem down. Yeah. Again, in Feud, these would be times 11, so almost double of what you're going to see. Nearly double. Bink, boop, bip. This doesn't look great with hollow stars, but that's with a 20% strap. So that's at least... and not leveled. Let me get on the CC account. You guys are just like, that sucks. I can tell. You don't even need to say anything. You're like, that sucks. I can see it in your face. Hold on. Hold on. You don't, no one's buying that. It just, I could tell. You guys are like, what? That's not good. No, I got this. See? I knew Gumsy was going to do that. Just wait. Just wait. What strap are you using on Sonya? What strap? Do I get a 50? Can I use a 50? What can I use? 100? Oh, challenge accepted. Okay. Sonya's a lot of clicking, too. Sonya is a lot of clicking. No, I can't. Look, you can't tell without the moment, too. I'm going to simulate the moment, too, because you guys are buttheads. I'm getting 5 times multiply on there, and I will swipe to get there. Nope. 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 I'm going to simulate the moment. You have the reversal, yeah. Well, this plate, they've been offering the plates more often. I did recently, so hopefully they you have this one, Rising Up. So hopefully they bring it back. This one. They've been doing that a little more often, and they're usually not super expensive. Usually. What can we run for ultimate on this? We're breaking black. What, do we care? No, we don't care. This can stay on. We don't care. Don't care. Nope. Has anyone ran this on? Roxanne. Okay, there. And we're not going to use woods. We are going to simulate some of the moment. And we're not going to use Santa. We are going to simulate some of the moment. So we'll use Mem. And then who was the other person I had on? We'll use Dingledorf. You. Whatever. Still not great. He'll hit harder than this in Feud. But it will give you a better idea. Better idea. No, I'm not going against the Showboat. She has a sub. That will take forever to load. I'll do Braun next. Calm down. Oh, it's 5 already? Crap. I won't do Braun next. I'll do Braun on my stream tomorrow, Gumsy. I need to be done. So I'm gonna run one build with this, and then we'll raid Professor. Because it's 5. What? Where are you, Nikki? You're right here? I thought. Yeah, there you are. Don't popcorn me! I hate it when people popcorn me. No one popcorn emojis me. No, this has tour perks. Whatever, we're good. I don't need to do anything. Just still do the 3 match. This game, I swear. Look at this. You know how many boards I could click and not see this? It literally won't even... Are you... Bruh. What in the... I can fix this. I can't fix this. What? Right? No, I can't fix this. Like... Oh! I'm in a hurry here. How can I fix this? This... Right here... No, I can't, because it has to be done ahead of time. No! No? No. I gotta set up a row break on the top. How can I fix it, though? My brain's not working? Oh. Yeah! Good enough. It doesn't have to be a row break. Yeah, red and green. Yep, I see it. Like that? Right there. We're good. We're good. This is why I play simple builds. This is why I play simple builds. 100% why I play simple builds. Because I can't see the gem board. Don't tell me wait for it. Jerk. Yeah, who's laughing now? 65 million. Suck it. And you only need a 3 match. Ah. Not laughing now. Yeah. Dang it. It would hit harder in Feud, too. So. It is not 50 clicks, it's 7. And Sonya is way more clicks. And needs a moment, and needs a middle lane. Just saying. Just saying. I like Sonya too. That's because I don't... There. Happy? Thank you. I'm just saying she's definitely usable. I don't know if she's great. I wouldn't use great. Great to me is 0 cascade risk and not needing a middle lane. Sonya is very close to great. If she didn't need a middle lane, I'd say she's great. I don't like needing the middle lane. You know? Thanks for being on today, guys. It was fun. Oh my gosh. Make fun of me. You guys have a good night. Thanks for being on. I'll probably stream on my channel tomorrow. Gumsy, I'll get you on the Braun thing. We're good. Peace. Gumsy, get out of here. But yes. You're not wrong. You're not wrong, Gumsy.